Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Now, last time I defeated Sarafan and gained the ability to climb walls. The Elder God has made some vague reference to the Sanctuary of the Clans, or rather to the Pillars of Nosgoth, so I am going to go back there to the Pillars and see if some of the walls there might be climbed, maybe. So that would solve my problem about where to go. Okay, I do need to go this way. It's this way to the sanctuary, right? Oh, maybe Raziel will have a clue for me as well.
Like a corpse in a shallow grave, corruption rises to the surface. Beyond these pillars, the defiled victim mutely screams its outrage.
What's that? Or this, for that matter. I can gather something, but... Is there something here that looks climbable? I doubt the game means the pillars themselves. There is like a gallery up there, I guess. The only distinct piece is this. It has like ridges. Okay, so I can climb things that look like this. Good to know. And this can get me into this gallery over here. Okay, cool. Okay, this connects to a place like this with a waterfall in the distance. How does it compare to the other path? Okay, it seems to overlook some plateau. Interesting. But I think the waterfall is just over there, so I don't think there's much of a difference in where I land. Right? Yeah, the waterfall is past here. You can use this to throw. Why doesn't it work? Yeah, I doubt I could have floated past this, although maybe I could. And right now I am a little salty that I have not tried, but I don't think I can return, at least from here. Obviously I will be able to return eventually when I find a teleportation gate. But I don't think I can jump, although maybe I can actually. Okay, not quite. At least I don't think I'm going to reach this. Okay, I can reach this. So I will check, just because I'm curious, where I would glide if I chose the other path. Okay, I can't get through it because there's an invisible wall, so overall that was a huge waste of everyone's time. I have to say that so far, despite this game being in full 3D, I find it
the ancient tomb of the Sarafan, once impenetrably sealed, now ravaged by Nosgoth's upheavals, its mysteries lay exposed. In the time of Vorador, centuries before Kain was made, the Sarafan warrior priests waged a merciless war against the vampire tribes of Nosgoth. Emboldened by righteousness, they committed unspeakable and indiscriminate acts of violence, massacring fledglings and ancients alike. They decimated entire bloodlines in mere decades. Now their husks lay here, murderers enshrined.
Okay, let me finish my original thought first, before I forget what I actually wanted to say. Despite this game taking the series from 2D in Soul Reaver, in Blood Omen, and rather pixelated, old-timey graphics even in 2D, I think that Soul Reaver actually looks worse. Like, the environments are really uninspired, kind of boring to look at. Everything is drab, and there's a lot of empty space, and everything is sort of dull and not particularly interesting. Whereas in Blood Omen, at least you had a lot of interesting colors. The locations were actually kind of colorful, really, and the artistic design of some of them, the lighting and the overall ambience of them, was still kind of nice, despite only being 2D and with rather limited graphics. overall, I would say that's my general opinion on Soul Reaver versus Blood Omen generally. So far, I've actually had significantly more fun with Blood Omen compared to this. This is very clumsy to sort of operate, and it feels like there's less lore actually. Raziel does not speak as often as Kain did, and does not have nearly as cool of a voice acting. So, like, the bouts of Raziel speaking about the lore of Nosgoth are very sort of uncommon, and it seems there's a lot of the freaking block puzzles which are not really that important, or that impressive, or that interesting, or that cool, and there is a lot of combat as well, which I find to be a little bit like tiresome, the way you have to execute enemies, and there's not always a readily available way to do it, which, like, for example, right here, I think I'm going to just disregard him. Is there a fireplace? Yeah, disregard him for a second. Although... Okay, that's a spear. I can get through here by phasing through the wall. So I will do that. But first, let me actually check the other ledge, because is there another entrance in here? There might be. Oh, no, not really. Okay, so I think I'm ready to actually enter. Okay, let's phase through the door. Interesting how the pillar sort of swivels. In fact, I wonder if that's significant. Maybe it is close enough to some of those places to allow me to actually climb there, which it does. But there's nothing here, so it's generally still pointless. Was there anything in that other? I don't think there is anything in there. Although I would like to be certain. Screw it. Screw it, let's go past here. Come on, Raziel, what are you doing?
Take heed, Raziel. A forgotten history lies within. Know thyself, though it may destroy you.
So am I going to learn some revelation about Raziel's past? Well, let's go and see. Oh, that's not the best place to... regain corporeal form. Oh, it's a block I can move.
As I pulled the stone free, a sigh of sepulchral air escaped the inner chamber. I was not prepared for what lay beyond this threshold. These crypts, defiled caskets of Sarafan saints, bearing my brother's names and my own. The irony of Kain's blasphemous act rushed in on me with the crushing force of revelation. Were my hands not as bloody as these? Worse, I had spilled the blood of my brothers, these very comrades whose tombs lay ravaged before me.
Yes, Raziel, you were a Sarafan, born of the same force that all but destroyed your race. Before the dawn of the Empire, you were chosen. Kain, Nosgoth's solitary self-declared monarch, plundered this tomb and raised you from these crypts. Breathing his vampiric gift into your defiled corpses, he resurrected you as his favored sons.
Okay, that's very interesting as a plot element, because it means, I suppose Kain did literally intend it as a blasphemy. He intended it as an act to spite the Sarafan for their crimes against vampire kind. He took their greatest heroes and turned them into what they despised. You know, what they lived their whole life to oppose. So that's certainly interesting. So I killed Zephan already. This is Malik's tomb, which actually who died to Vorador in Blood Omen, and it seems there are scratches on his tomb. I guess when Kain came here to resurrect the fallen Sarafan, he resurrected me and my brothers, but obviously Malik was already his body was already long destroyed, and his soul was destroyed as well. That was bound into his armor, and that was the last remnant of him that Vorador has destroyed in Blood Omen. So I guess when Kain realized that he can't defile Malik's corpse because it has been defiled long ago by somebody else, he just vented his anger by slashing Malik's gravestone. Melchiah is dead as well, so that leaves Raziel is obviously me. That leaves Rahab, Duma, and Turel. Okay, so I presume there are at least 3 more bosses in the game, and I assume I'm going to face Kain again. Presumably not kill him, but I think at the very least we are going to fight. Okay, that's where I came in though. So what's the point? Other than exploration and lore, which I guess is quite a big point. So maybe I shouldn't be like, what's the point? Because that is the major point of the game, in fact, for a player such as me. But what do I do? Okay, let's go back and see if something has opened, or maybe I can find a climbable pillar. Alternatively, the world might be different in the Shadow Realm. obviously it is different in that I cannot use freaking doors. It seems weird for it to end in a dead end. Like, maybe I was supposed to do something more then in that place. I don't think there is, actually. Okay, let's go back after all. Unless I was just supposed to learn this, and this is enough to progress. Because I think either Ariel or the Elder God said something along the lines that the bodies hide a secret. So I guess maybe those would be the bodies with the secret. So I don't really know where to go now. This just goes to the teleportation gate. I will return to the pillars because it's not that far, and I will ask for Ariel's advice. Although, actually, I think the Elder God also gives me advice when I return to the very beginning, which I can do now because I've opened the other teleportation gate. So this goes up, which means it's not the way to go. I'm supposed to go down and ask the Elder God for his advice.
North of the Sarafan tomb, your brother Rahab has secluded himself and his progeny in the ruins of a half-drowned abbey.
North of the Sarafan, but how do I tell the cardinal directions? Like, I don't even know how to tell which way is north. Okay, first things first. I don't know where to go, but first things first, I guess. Let's save. Just not to lose any progress. Oh, wait! There's an in-game map. Okay. What? What is this travesty? This is literally one of the worst maps I have seen ever in the history of forever. Like, what? It's so small and cramped. How am I supposed to make good use of it? Like, it seems so ridiculous to me. I guess I've been to the human citadel, into the Lake of the Dead, and to the pillars in the Sanctuary of the Clans. I am currently in the lower part, in the Tomb of the Sarafan, and there's supposed to be a path through the back, I guess, past the dome, that goes forward into the Drowned Abbey, where another one of my brothers is supposed to be, but that doesn't help me very much. It does tell me, according to this map, that the passage is the opposite way from where the pillars are. So not over here, but instead somewhere past here. To be honest, I don't really know where. Like, I was pretty sure there is no passage through this place. And maybe I was mistaken. Yeah, there's no other passage than this. And there's no other passage in here either. It's not like I can climb this or anything. So, will anything happen if I push this back? I don't think so. Oh! Okay, that's very interesting. That's very interesting because... No! I didn't want to fall yet. I wanted to take a look around because the tomb has actually changed rather significantly. I think there was blood on one of the tombs. Was it mine? Was it to indicate that Raziel was some kind of a ruthless vampire murderer in the days where he was a Sarafan? I'm not sure, and I'm kind of salty about my inability to find out, now that I have fallen into this hole. But at least I can progress, I guess. For the time being, at least. Although coming back to the whole, Sarafan slaughter of vampires being a war crime or whatever, I'm not sure... I'm not sure if I subscribe to that theory, because vampires are a predatory species that preys on human life, so it doesn't seem wrong to me for humans to defend themselves from vampire predation, even with force if necessary.
Heretic!
such loyalty to one who has you guarding this outpost like a chained dog? Do you prosper on the scraps he casts you?
Your insults will do nothing to blunt the agonies of your demise.
Kain killed me once. Behold the result. I have no more to fear from you.
Well, so much for the Soul Reaver. Wow. He packs quite a punch indeed. Let's try again. It's time for round 2. And it didn't last very long in round 1. Is there water down there? Yes, there is.
This relic has infused you with the power to compress and manipulate space. As your symbiotic weapon, the Soul Reaver is also thus enhanced. You may focus and project an orb of kinetic energy to strike objects that are otherwise beyond your reach.
Press F to shoot. Okay, cool. Where do I go? I shot this. Ah, okay. I had to push it out of the way. Well, again, so much for the Soul Reaver. I cannot get through water, can I? Yeah, obviously I switched to the Shadow Realm. Well, I guess I would have to do it anyway. Great. Let's see how effective this projectile is against actual enemies. It stuns them in a single move, but it seems it's actually unable to kill them. Which I guess maybe it's because it would be too easy to just always kill them from a distance. Okay, I think I can climb this. Indeed I can. Okay, there's a barred passage through here. That's an interesting stained glass. It shows some kind of a flying warrior on like a vulture or a really ugly eagle. Ah, maybe I can smash it with the Soul Reaver. But I guess I should not have turned into the Shadow Realm. Okay, this does look important, so I'm unsure about where to go first. I will check the other part. Best case scenario, well, best case. Maybe they are both obligatory. Wait. What? That's where I came from. It's not where I was supposed to go. Okay, for certain, this is plot significant, because I got a little achievement for reaching this place. And of course I lost the Soul Reaver at the very beginning. Oh, okay, I'm just stupid. It looked like wood to me at first, so I didn't connect it with... what's this? Okay, but I seemingly gained nothing from it. Like, what was this and how do I pick it up? Is it because I have 0 of those and I should have something to use this place? Is that what the game is telling me? I am certainly not sure. But it seems to mean that because the indicator of it showing 0 of those blue swirly lines or whatever it is, it shows up whenever I step on it, so it's like I'm lacking a resource to use this. Because if I click A, or F for that matter, nothing's happening. Okay, so until proven otherwise, I will assume I cannot do anything with this. Oh, wait. I am stupid. I am an idiot. I am retarded. I am supposed to do this. It's funny how force of habit works, because so far I have always phased only through bars that were blocking an actual door. You know? Whereas this is a full-blown cage. And because of that simple reason, I didn't really connect the dots. That's kind of hilarious, really. Or at least it would be kind of hilarious if it also wasn't kind of embarrassing. But I feel like this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save it here and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.